Here we go. Now we're going to learn about liquefying, okay, and the liquefying tool. We're going to go up to Filter, and we're going to select Liquify, or Shift Control X does the exact same thing. Now, the one thing before we get started is that with the Liquify tool, we can't adjust anything else after we tell it OK. We can edit it all we want in here, but once we tell it OK, there's no going back. We have to redo everything that we do with the Liquify button. So I'm going to press cancel. And before we do anything else, what we're going to do is we're going to click on this background right here, and we're going to click and drag it and create a new layer. And we're going to create a copy of that original layer, and then we're going to turn off our original background layer. And we're only going to work with our background copy layer. This way, if there's something we don't like, we can just delete it and go back to the next one. All right, so we're going to go up to Filter, Liquify, and now the Liquify tools. Okay. The first one is our Forward Warp tool, or W. And what we're going to be able to do with that is we're going to be able to click and drag his eye to give him kind of a little bit of a droopy eye. And we can click on the area, and we can make the brush size bigger or smaller. Okay. And I can even bring this eye in just a little bit. Alright, so this eye just basically is like a smudge tool. We can smudge things around with it. The next one we're going to do is the twirl clock. Okay, so I can turn this up. I can make this a little bit bigger just so you can see what I'm going to do. And I can adjust the density of this also over here. And the pressure, everything else looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here on this eye, and the longer I click, the more it'll spin and it'll rotate it almost like a hurricane. Okay, and if I really wanted to go, I can click and hold on it for a long period of time, and it'll really start to twirl it. That's not what I want to do. So what I'm going to go and use is the other tool that's right above it is the Reconstruct tool, and I'm going to reconstruct my eye over here. I'm going to leave this droopy eye over here for now. Then the next tool is our Pucker tool. All right, it's like a vacuum pinching tool. So if I click on this, it's going to make his eye, I'm just going to select his eye, a little bit smaller. See how it kind of suctions that in. Same with this eye. I'm going to suction that one in just a little bit. Make him look like he's squinting almost. The next tool is our bloat tool. Alright, we're going to make him have a little bit thicker nose here. I'm just kind of bloating everything up to make it look a little bit bigger. If you guys ever seen those old dog pictures where they blow the heads up so they're really big and they're real cool and funny looking, that's what they do to this tool. Okay. And then the turbulence tool. And what this tool does is it almost looks like turbulence or melting. So we're going to take his beard right down here, and I'm going to melt it. Just kind of click and hold, and the longer you hold it, the more it melts. And then if you click and drag a little bit, it'll actually melt it a little bit more. So I can take his lip and kind of give him a droopy lip here and make it look like his lip is melting into nothing. Then once I tell it OK, it's done. There's nothing else I can do. If I want to restart from the very beginning, I can hold down the Alt key, and my cancel button turns into a reset button. If I click on that, it will actually make all the changes I need to make. Since I am all done and there's nothing else I want to do this, I'm going to tell it OK. And you can see that it's changed my stuff. And I'm going to show you real quick right here. If I turn on, here's my original, and here's my Liquify button. So these are the changes that I made to it using that Liquify. And again, I can't go back in there and readjust this, but I can go back to my original and start from scratch. So once you're all done, I want you guys to play around with it. Once you're all done, save it as our PNG file, and then you'll be all set once it's in your iDrive.